Hey, thanks for coming to 1500ESPN.com. I'm Derek Wetmore coming to you Friday from Port Charlotte, Florida, the spring training home of the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays beat the Twins 2-1 on Friday, but more important than the result, in my opinion, is the fact that the fifth starter race is on. That's right, Tommy Milone started for the Twins on Friday. I have him currently as the favorite to win that fifth starter job behind Phil Hughes, Irvin Santana, Kyle Gibson, and Ricky Nolasco, who are all but sure things to make the starting rotation provided they stay healthy. Milone pitched 2 innings on Friday against the Rays. He just gave up 1 hit, didn't allow a run, really only 1 hard hit ball, and that was David DeJesus' single back up the middle in the 2nd inning. Milone said he's mostly using fastballs, some changeups today. He's going to wait till his 2nd appearance to start mixing in curveballs and really throw a few more changeups to try to get a feel for some of those pitches. I talked to him earlier in spring, and he's the kind of pitcher who wants his first bullpen to be perfect. He gets frustrated at the beginning parts of spring training by not having his best stuff, not having the stuff that he's going to have in the middle of the season. The reason that I have him as the favorite to win the job, though, is because of his track record. He's got just about 500 innings in the major leagues, and he's got a sub-4 ERA. In that time. Of course, he wasn't good with the Twins. His ERA was above 7 in his short stint in Minnesota following a trade from the Oakland A's, but I firmly believe that's not the pitcher, Tommy Milone, that we will see this season. He had a benign tumor removed from his neck during the offseason, and there's some thinking that he might have been pitching hurt last year and that he might be better just by virtue of being healthy this spring. He certainly has a longer track record than some of the other starters involved in that competition for the Twins, whether that's Mike Pelfrey or Trevor May or Alex Meyer or Tim Stauffer, any of these pitchers who are mentioned is sort of in competition for that fifth starter. Tommy Milone has the best track record, and I believe he belongs in a major league rotation. We'll see what happens with the Twins this spring. But so far, good start for Tommy Milone, and we'll see how that competition breaks. One other piece I'd like to point you to on the website today, I wrote a feature on Oswaldo Arcia, who's making the transition to left field this year. Obviously, with Torrey Hunter coming in, he's going to play right the majority of the innings for the Twins. That leaves Arcia without a position, so the Twins bumped him across the outfield. He'll play some left. He played some left in Venezuela this offseason to kind of get used to the transition or to ease that transition a little bit, but it still remains to be seen how he'll play in the majors. The Twins are saying that every indication they've gotten is that left field went well for him in Venezuela, but I would argue that it's a much different level playing in the majors and in spacious left field in Target Field. It'll be something to learn. One positive for Arcia, though, moving out of right field is he gets to get out from under that limestone overhang. In right field is really tough in Target Field because there are 3 different surfaces depending on where a ball hits the wall. You could get a drastically different bounce back if it hits off the limestone or if it hits just a few inches below on the padding. Arcia really struggled to play that wall last year, and I'll be interested to see how he transfers over into left field. So check that out on the website. I've also got a piece on Tommy Milone's start, even though it was just 2 innings, and a piece on Paul Molitor and motivation and why I think he's got kind of the right idea of how to motivate not only himself, but I think his players too. It probably extends to that. All of that, plus all our spring training coverage on 1500ESPN.com can be found on our Twins page. Just go to the website, find our Twins icon. It'll take you to every Twins story written recently. That'll do it for this video update. I'll check back in with you. The next time we'll be in Minnesota, though, sad to say. This is my last video from Florida from spring training, but I'll keep tabs on the Twins throughout the rest of spring training, and then as the season starts, I'll, of course, be covering the team from Minneapolis. Till then, you can follow me on Twitter at Derek Wetmore for any updates. I'd be happy to answer any Twins questions or take any observations you have. I always try to include reader insight into my 5 thoughts columns throughout the season. So keep that going this year. But until next time, till I check in with you next time, whenever that is, I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for following our coverage from Fort Myers on 1500ESPN.com.